Alright, what's up everyone, Duquesne23 here, bringing you another Halo 4 custom map, and sorry if there's any background noises. That's my son's swing. Right now he's in right next to me, so that maybe be that little woo woo noise going on. But the map I'm showing to y'all today is Rad Low-Grav by Teasen, and I'm also going to be doing the Fan Mail Friday today, but let's go ahead and get into this map. Now this map is a very interesting take on CTF, now with the new graph traits that you're able to place and stuff. It makes it a whole lot more fun. It makes it very interesting. A very great idea this guy had. But pretty much, you start out in your base. There's two bases, a red and blue, of course. And the whole point of it is you jump and then you float in space, across to the other side. You got to pick up the other people's flag and take it back to your base. And everyone has swords, and you can have the thruster pack. And I forget what else, maybe invis or something, I can't remember. But the whole point is, I think it's best to get the thruster pack, just because while you're in space, you could kind of thrust and, get to the other people's base a whole lot quicker. But yeah, pretty much right here, if you notice, you just go into their base, fly up on top of here, and then you go off of the man cannon and grab their flag. It's very simple. And then you jump down. Now, one of the best things to do is probably jump off of that deal and try to get enough speed to where you go underneath that platform, and then you could kind of float underneath the platform there and go on to your side. Now, right here, I'm of course, looking around. Hopefully, no one's coming up, but of course, someone came up behind me, so I'm in trouble there. Now, guys, remember the flag carrier cannot shoot. Now, that is very smart. I think he made that just because it kind of would be unfair if the flag carrier is able to shoot and no one else is able to. All they have is swords. But as you can tell, this gets really crazy and very fun to just be floating in the center, and be attacking a whole bunch of people. And of course, there's like a whole bunch of bodies floating and, swords and stuff like that. So it's really fun to be able to see stuff like this. Definitely would suggest going to download it. In case y'all don't know how to go download stuff off of the Xbox, I did make a video. My previous video is on how to download things off of the Xbox. So if y'all want to go check it out, that is the previous video of mine. I'm sure I'll put a link at the very end of this video to it. And also, I show off my new and upcoming map. It's a Star Wars themed racetrack. It has like Millennium Falcon, TIE Fighters, and X-Wings and stuff like that in it. It's definitely really awesome, and it is should be done within probably early next week. So that will be pretty exciting. And of course, I will be coming out with a video of that also whenever it does come out. But I guess that's pretty much the premise of this entire map. Just collect the flags, take it back, and it's just a lot of fun. So definitely check it out. But now let's go ahead and get into the Fan Mail Friday portion of this. And the first question is going to be from Noah, and he asks, "How was your Thanksgiving?" My Thanksgiving is great. Got to eat a turkey, mashed potatoes, green beans, whatever, a whole bunch of stuff, stuffing, and just things like that, and different types of pies and stuff. But it was great. Got to see all the family and everything, and they got to see Aiden, which of course most of the family has already seen my son now, but some of them didn't, so now they actually got to see him and hold him and everything like that. But yeah, everything went great. Alright, so the next question is from Ivan, and he asks, "What specializations are you picking first?" Now, I can't remember the name of the specialization, maybe operator or something like that. I forget what it is, but it's the one where it's for drivers of vehicles, like of the Warthog and stuff like that. That's probably going to be the one I choose, just because that's going to be the one I use and everything, so I figured might as well do that one. Since I'm going to be I drive vehicles in maps a lot. I just like driving. So I figured might as well go ahead and do that one. But then the next question is by Lee, and he asks, "Rumors are circulating that Halo 5 might be an MMO. Granted, it is way too soon for that to be super credible, but this is something... but is this something that you would like to see coming from the Halo series?" Now, I would not mind seeing an MMO Halo. But guys, Halo 5 will not be an MMO. Halo 4, 5, and 6 have been confirmed, and they will just be FPS, just like how it normally is, and do, Chief's story. That's the whole point of it. It's supposed to be his story and everything. So it will not be an MMO. Now they may do a side thing, kind of like Halo Wars, and you know, stuff like that, just a side Halo game, and ODST, things like that, just side stuff. And they may do a Halo MMO. I don't know. That would be pretty awesome, and I hope it's on the 360 since it's Halo. Would make sense that it's on the 360 since it's a Halo, but or whatever the next Xbox is, you know, Xbox 720 and stuff. But yeah, so you know, I would really like to see an MMO thing, but the problem is with MMOs is that you got to pay monthly, and if it's on the 360 or whatever Xbox, the next Xbox, you already pay yearly for, you know, Xbox Live. So I really hope you don't have to pay to be able to play it monthly. But next question is, Daniel asks, how do you like the new Forge? It feels different, and I have been hesitant to use it. Now, the new Forge, I love it. A lot of people are very disappointed in it, but to me, that is people just, they got their hopes up over it, you know, about it going to be so much better than Reaches and stuff like that. And then they are disappointed because it's not really that big of a step compared to Halo 3 to Halo Reach. Now, but I kind of see Halo 4's Forge as something different. It's not necessarily supposed to be just like Halo Reaches, because it does feel different. There is no Forge world, which I'm happy about that. I like having the different Forge environments, and I hate to tell people keep commenting about this, but you can build pretty much any popular Halo Reach map in every single one of these Forge environments. Every single one can fit, like Speed Halo, can fit all this stuff. There were very, very few maps that used most of Forge World, like the entire Forge World, that were good. So, you know, I'm really fine with it being smaller, but they're still big. Impact has so much space. Ravine has space around, like outside of the, you know, island itself and stuff. It has a lot of space there. And Erosion, people are talking about how it's so small, but if you look at a couple reviews back, and you know, if you haven't gone on and played on it, if you look at a couple reviews back of some custom maps, I did a, you know, a racetrack on Erosion, and that guy, he ran out of money. He made an entire racetrack, and it's a pretty big racetrack in Erosion, just over that water section. You know, Erosion isn't a small map. It's a very large map, and of course you can even go into the Griffball Court on Erosion, so there's even more space. But personally, I love it. I know there's no precision forging, but there are ways around precision forging where it's just like it, and you can make just as smooth the maps. If you noticed on my, you know, Star Wars map that I was showing you, the track is just as smooth as what, you know, any track is in Reach. So you can still make them very smooth and really nice. I will be doing a tutorial on how to do that, guys, sometime soon, so y'all will be able to, you know, see the little tricks of that. But also, the only thing that I wish that there really was in the Halo 4's Forge is the zoom feature. I really like to have being able to grab a piece and zoom in on it, and being able to get it, you know, perfectly lined up or something with that zoom feature. Because some of the pieces, it makes you like kind of be far away and everything. So it's a little harder to line up perfectly if you aren't able to use things like a magnet system. But let's go ahead and go on to the next question. This is from Jackson. And he asks, have you ever watched a cartoon/anime called Zoids? Because it's freaking awesome. Oh my gosh. I loved Zoids. If y'all do not know what Zoids is, I would definitely suggest going to check it out. I'm not too big into the little anime style stuff, but Zoids was really awesome show. It had like a mechanical... like robots that were like a saber-tooth tiger, but they have guns all over them and all this stuff. It was really cool. I would definitely suggest go and check it out. It is really awesome. Alright, so then Alberto asks, how do you feel about Twinkies and everything else from that company being bankrupt? Of course I'm sad, because my favorite snacks besides Oreos is Hostess cupcakes. So of course I'm sad I'm not going to be getting any more of those, but of course other people like Little Debbie and things like that, they make cupcakes also. But the thing is, you got to understand what Hostess is doing here. The whole thing is just that the employees went on strike. They wanted to get paid more money. This is why I don't like unions, because they get kind of greedy. They just go on strike to try to get more money. Like the refs in the NFL, they went on strike to get more money, even though the refs, before the strike, the referees for the NFL made 6 digits. That's over $100,000 a year. And they went on strike to make more money. It's like, come on, people. Come on. I know the people at Hostess probably don't make nearly as much as that, like the workers, but it's still something that is really irritating. So pretty much what happened, they went on strike, and so Hostess was just like, fine, we're shutting our doors. And so all those people were out of a job. It's kind of a little bit funny. But, you know, it's sad because, you know, Hostess is very popular. But, of course, there are some companies that want to buy the brand name of Hostess and be able to, you know, still produce stuff. So let's hope that does happen to where, you know, we can still get our Hostess products. But then Velocity asks, next question is by Velocity, and he asks, hey Duquesne, my question is, have you and Green Skull ever met each other in person? And also, how's Aiden doing? Any sleepless nights yet? If you don't know who Green Skull is, he runs a YouTube channel called Ready Up Live. Him and Minolta 1034 are the main people on there, and of course he has guest people like I've been on there and stuff like that. Me and him are kind of in a partnership. That's why my intro, it says readyuplive.com. It's not like we get paid or anything. We just help each other out. Like I post all my videos on his website, and I promote his little I promote his website and stuff like that and everything. So. But no, we have not met in person. We were going to meet maybe in PAX if I was able to go, but I wasn't able to, unfortunately. So we'll probably meet next time, either, if he's able to go to RTX, I don't know, but maybe next PAX, because I do plan on going to PAX next time. And also you ask, how is Aiden doing? Any sleepless nights yet? He's doing great. He sleeps great during the day. At night, he never sleeps. So, yeah, a lot of sleepless nights. He sleeps a lot of times till like 1 o'clock a.m. And then he stays awake until about 8 o'clock. Every once in a while, he'll go to sleep for a short amount of time there, but it's still not that long. And then he starts sleeping again at around 9 o'clock a.m. and he sleeps just fine throughout the day. Even though we try to wake him up during the day so he won't be, so he'll be more tired at night, but that's not really working. Alright, and so Fabian asks, are you going to cover Halo 5 news? Yes, I am. Whenever there's Halo 5 news, I will be covering it just like how I did with Halo 4. Of course, the information may not come out as quick as the Halo 4 news, but it will most likely come out that same day and everything. It just won't come out like an hour after the information comes out like how I did with Halo 4. But, I still will be covering Halo 5 news. Alright, so Ricardo asks, are you going to make more race maps? Absolutely. I'm going to make a lot of race maps. I plan on making even Slayer maps and things like that, especially like with all my themes, like the Star Wars theme deal. I may even make a Slayer map with the Star Wars theme, so that'll be pretty interesting. Maybe themed around something in the movies, like the part of the, maybe on the Death Star or something like that, those deal. I don't know. But I do plan on making a bunch of themed maps and everything that's not just race, but also I plan on making tons of more race maps. Carlos asks, I am disappointed about the lack of mini playlists, and the fact that, and the fact of the rotational hopper playlist. What are your thoughts on this? Sorry about that, I couldn't get quite what he was saying. But okay, so yes, there's not a lot of playlists, but remember guys, the game has only been out for like what, 3 weeks maybe? Yeah, somewhere around there, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And it's like, come on guys, you can't expect 100 playlists, or not 100, but a lot of playlists at the start. They want to have the core playlist there, the core stuff like Slayer and all the new playlists, stuff like Dominion and Infinity Slayer and things like that. So remember guys, the game just came out. Don't expect to have a bunch of playlists and things like that. They are rotating in playlists, but they're keeping SWAT in there because it's extremely popular. But like Team Snipers was in there. They're going to be doing Free for All is the new thing that's going to be replacing Team Snipers and stuff. So, but of course guys, they may come back and, add playlists permanently to it. They're probably just seeing which ones are more popular and everything that they should really maybe permanently put in there, at least for right now. And remember guys, there will be a race playlist, or not playlist, there will be a race game type sometime, so don't worry about that guys. We just don't know when that will be coming out. And of course the file share will be coming eventually. They said next month, which will be in December. But then Spencer asked, what was your first Halo experience and how was it? Have you loved it since day one, or did you take a little, or did it take a little time to like it? Oh, and kudos on the Millennium Falcon. Thanks for your kudos there. It took me a long time to make, and I am very proud of that Millennium Falcon. But my first experience with Halo was the original one whenever it first came out. And I loved it from the start. Me and my brother, we played. I do have an older brother, and we played it, and we got hooked on it, and we never stopped playing it. So yeah, it's just an amazing game. I love it. But guys, I guess that is it. I did enjoy doing this. So I guess see y'all next custom map review or showcase, and that will most likely be coming out. Maybe tomorrow. I think I'm gonna make another one tonight, just and set it up for tomorrow, and I may be making it making more than one, so I have more than one set up. But guys, thanks for watching. Please give this video a like and a favorite. It does help me out a lot, and also subscribe if you really enjoyed this and want more Halo 4 custom maps and just Forge tutorials and just Halo 4 tutorials period. And oh yeah, and also Fan Mail Friday stuff, guys. I ask all the questions, like, you know, if you want to ask me a question on Fan Mail Friday, just wait till Thursday. I post a thing on my Facebook, and then you're able to actually see it. But guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I will see y'all next time. Later, guys.